Dude, I just got back from my year 12 camp, and holy moly, one of the best experiences of my life. It was so good just to like hang out with friends for a week. Like I know that's what you do during I'm in school currently, and I know that's what you do for your schooling, but this just was different. I'm not really sure how to put it. It was just better. I guess having not having schoolwork was an advantage, always is, but it was just so much better just to spend time with friends. It was just all one main friend group, and the people I hung out with just one like my main friend group. There were others there which I did interact with, but again was awesome. It was so good speaking to people, but it was just so good. Um, we went up to we went into state for the camp. It's one of the biggest camps my school offers. Um, we went into state, which is like in of itself is pretty awesome for all of us because it's not something we usually do. Um, yeah, we and it was just a sport camp, which may not sound very like good or very fun, but it was. It was just awesome. I'm not really sure how to put it. I got back yesterday, so I'm still coming off of the high of it, but we got so much free time throughout the entire camp, which is pretty good, if I do say so myself. Um, and yeah, it was just like the entire day was pretty. Every day we were gone for it was 5 days, 5.5 days. Wait, so Saturday, Sunday. Oh, I think it was 5 days, and every single day was just jam packed with like things that we were doing. And it was just really good. Don't really have another way of putting it. Um, yeah, it was just like one of the days we went to a theme park, so we went on all the fun roller coasters. Um, I'm not a huge adrenaline junkie. My best friend is, and he convinced me to go on the hardest ride, not the hardest, the scariest ride first, which I did not like him very much after that, if I'm being honest. He was just, yeah, he was really excited about it, but I was like, honestly, like, I was kind of chickening out a bit, but I did it. Um, yeah, so I did it, which was it. Looking back on it, it was probably my favorite ride. It was the most exhilarating. Um, it was just it was the best. Uh, that was on the second last day. The last day we went to a water park, which was again awesome. I think I prefer like water slides to roller coasters because you still get that exhilaration, but like you still get that exhilarating feeling, but it's not as bad. Plus, where we were going, it's a lot hotter than where I live. Um, so it was good to have like water to cool off. Um, yeah, so like we went to that, we went to those two. We did like something called Top Golf, which is I not yeah, I'll explain it. It's like this massive four-story tall driving range where you just hit golf balls as hard as you can. Um, which was pretty awesome. You just kind of whack it. Um, I think all of us enjoyed that quite a bit, just because it was a bit different. We've never really done it before. Um, and yeah, that was awesome fun. My favorite part of the entire camp though was probably the very last night. Which was what So what happened was we were in bunks of 4 people. I was with 3 pretty good mates, and yeah. So this was the last night. We were all pretty sleepy. We were ready to go home, but then I walked in after brushing my teeth for the night, and saw two of my mates crouching on the floor, hands and knees, with a shoe in hand and a phone, like it was a torch phone. And I asked them what they were doing, and they just said, "We found a cockroach. We are killing this cockroach if it's the last thing we do." Apparently, so I've been told later, this cockroach crawled out of one of my friend's toiletries bag and like kind of slid away. Well, not slid, it crawled away under a bed. So that by itself is pretty funny, but what they did afterwards is even better. So they were just crouching down. So I just got ready for bed. I was like, oh, okay, they're just being idiots. Who cares? But then, one of them, after they all got ready for bed and all that, they got changed and yeah, they got out. Their logic was it was found in a toiletries bag, therefore it likes the scent of toothpaste. So they got a toothpaste line out and a toothpaste bottle out and lay it on the floor along with some lollies because in their logic, all animals enjoy the scent of something sweet. So, as I was getting ready for bed, I was on top bunk, so I looked down at them and just went, "Why is there toothpaste and 4 chewy lollies on the floor? What is the point of this?" And yeah, they lay that out, and they were scheming until like 1:30 a.m. They were scheming how they were going to catch this cockroach, because when I walked in, the cockroach slid underneath. The cockroach went underneath a gap in the wall. There was a half-centimeter gap that was just like kind of there, running across the entire span of the wall, and it went under there for the entire time. Like they went under there as soon as I walked in, pretty much. So they were trying to get it out of there, which in of itself is pretty funny. But the ways they were just doing it was kind of mental. It slid under my like bunk first. One of my friends is pretty scared of like critters like that, so he convinced the other guy to switch beds. So they went to the other room. So they went to the other side of the room. But then 10 minutes later, I'm not sure why, I was half asleep at this point, they decided to switch back. They decided to switch back. I was like half asleep. I fell asleep pretty quickly. But yeah, they decided to switch back. And then in the middle of the night, my friend woke up, saw the cockroach, and smacked it with a shoe and killed it. So he was pretty proud of himself. He threw it over like a balcony ledge into the common area, and then after that, like went to sleep. He was like, "Yep, done and dusted. I killed it." He woke up the next morning, looked downstairs to see if the cockroach was still there, and it was gone. The cockroach he had only stunned, and it was like he was up and like he was out, and it was it didn't actually die. So he essentially just launched a cockroach into a common space of 30 people and just left it there to terrorize other people. And it was the funniest sequence of events. Like because we had just gotten back from Topgolf, and like we were all tired because it was, I don't know, it was relatively late. I think it started around like 10:30ish. So it was pretty late. Especially after a full week of like sport activities and like just hanging out. But yeah, so that just kind of happened on the last night. Every other night was pretty normal. Oh, except for one night where a few nights before that, there was like a competition between different teams. I was on team 2. And the competition included volleyball competition. My best friend, his at one point a national level volleyball player. So he was just like he was not on my team. He was on team 3, and he was just like beating everyone pretty much. It was it was pretty cool to watch. It's always awesome to watch like a best in the world at their given sport or given area of interest. So he was on the national team, and it was just awe-inspiring to watch him like do these like just absolutely destroy everyone on the volleyball court, like the sand. Which yeah, is just crazy. But part of that night also included making a sandcastle. My team decided to make a turtle, like a life-size green sea turtle, and we managed to do it really, really well. So yeah, we actually won that section of the night. We actually won the sandcastle building. I think one team built a sports stadium, and one team built the place where we were staying, but none of them were recognizable as what they were. So we kind of won just from being the most recognizable thing, and having like being able to like the judges, which were our teachers, just able to like go, ah yes, that's a sea turtle instead of, I don't know, some random cluster of sand. But yeah, just like the main point of this is just camp's awesome. I'm so happy that I went on it, especially during my last year of schooling. It was just such a good way to like not start the year because we're already a bit in, but it was just such a good way to like have the year, like a good start of end of term 1, start of term 2. So yeah, that's kind of the run. So yeah, bye.